So, welcome to a very random episode of Casual Couch Gaming. Today, I'm actually playing Theme Park World, or as it's known in other countries, Sim Theme Park.
All ye who enter here.
Okay,
Pretty scary, eh?
no.
Welcome to Halloween World. Guaranteed to thrill you to the bone. You want to see something really scary?
Sure, why not? Oh dear. This guy is annoying, but honestly, this game is a lot of fun. I'm actually surprised that this game manages to run on Windows 10. This used to be, like, you guys want to know a little bit more about me. This used to be one of my most favorite games back in 2000. It's called Theme Park World. It was made by EA Games, and the publisher was called Bullfrog.
This is where you
Basically, it's a simulator game. You can build a park, you get,
then move the cursor
you
to mark the
build
required
rides
area
and sideshows
click
and
one more time.
attractions, and
The new area must
the
join-
basics of the game is that you got to try unlock golden keys. The more golden keys you unlock, the more areas you can visit. I've just turned the tutorial off because that was annoying the crap out of me. Now, there is a cheat to actually get a lot of money. The only way you really can do that is by editing the system files. So it's not so much a cheat, but more modifying the files of the game. So I would caution to do that, because it may end up corrupting the game. So just be careful if you are editing that. But nonetheless, so I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a sneak peek at one of my all-time favorite retro PC games that I haven't played in a very, very long time. So the game again is called Theme Park World, or in some parts of the world it's called Sim Theme Park. And we are currently playing the Halloween World, one of my actually most favorite stages. It's got really creepy music, I love it. I don't know what it is about it, it's like really eerie, I love it. And sort of like, and the trick here when you're placing down tracks is that you want to try and make the line not too long, but not too short. And you don't want the line too long, otherwise people get bored and walk away. So I always try to, also another trick is put a toilet nearby, because if they get sick from the ride, they'll want to throw up. So a trick to this game, always put a toilet nearby the ride. Otherwise your patrons, or the people who are attending your ride, will get sick. So it's always best to put a toilet nearby. I don't want to put it there, maybe just there. Yeah, there we go.
People want to come in, but your park is closed.
Too bad.
You should think about opening up.
And this advisor keeps telling you things throughout the game. He's kind of annoying, but he does sometimes tell you some handy things, like you can check things like how, the durability of your rides.
You've made a lot of money, but the park could use some work. Why don't you
Just
spend
shush.
a bit on improvement?
Go away. Yeah, he's annoying. But basically, what you do is you can build different things, you can build rides, and you're not just stuck with the default ones that come in when you first start. You actually can research more, so what you need to do is you need to hire staff.
You don't have enough mechanics.
You can
to
hire
maintain
staff
all
like
of the
cleaners,
rides.
security
Maybe you should hire
guards,
some more.
so cleaners, security guards, mechanics, and entertainers and scientists to research more. But the thing is, once you've researched everything, you might as well just kick all your, fire all your scientists, because it saves you a lot of money. Because once you've researched everything, you don't need them anymore. That's one thing I found, like, there's a limitation to what you can research, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? The one thing I like about Theme Park World, though, or Sim Theme Park, is that you can actually jump into what's called a first-person view and check out your park in a first-person view, which I will show you guys a little bit later. But I haven't even opened up my park yet because I'm trying to make sure that I've got everything down. So you've got different categories. You've got rides, you've got sideshows, you've got shops, and then you've got amenities. So your amenities are things like your trees, your toilets, security cameras and other stuff like that. So it's a very simple game. Very, enjoyable game for those who like simulator style games. So I definitely would recommend it for those who love to play your simulator games if you can manage to get it to run on Windows 10. I somehow managed to get it to run on Windows 10 by downloading some community-made patches. Will not share the link in the description because if you don't follow it properly, it just won't work. So I'm not being mean, it's just it was a pain in the ass to get running. But nonetheless, it is a good game. If you haven't had the chance to play it, at least you guys can have a look at what it's all about. It's basically, you know, pretty simple. If you've got a copy of the game, that's awesome. I really wish they would re-release this. Honestly think that would be amazing. Maybe an update for 2019 or 2000, you know, with new graphics. I think that would be amazing because there's not many simulator games out there anymore for like
You've already built all of the available rights.
you know, for like theme parks.
Anyone to develop new ones.
Oh yeah, see, this is where you hire your staff. So you want to hire at least 2 cleaners, and you want to hire at least maybe 1 or 2 mechanics.
Oh, you're loaded.
So the higher their wages, the better skill they are. The better skill they are, obviously, the better job that they do. So you want one that has a decent level of skill. So I'm going to hire 1 security guard. I think 1 should be enough for now. And 2 scientists. So you always check. Make sure that they have a high skill level before you hire them. It's always good to mess with the chances of winning and the cost of the prizes to make sure that you actually make money on your side shows. Now, the trick I noticed with the food and drink shops is that make sure that the quality is always great. Otherwise, people complain about your food. Make sure that you're making a profit out of it, but don't make them too expensive. So, what I found is that if you're selling, say, the drink is $10, make sure that you're selling it for $20 so that way you're at least making profit, but not so much that your people who are visiting the park can't afford it. So generally what I do is I try to research the rides first and then leave the rest to later. Because the amenities can always be later. So this is where you set the budget, your entrance. See, if you don't set the entrance to about $30 for entry fee, your advisor will keep telling you that your people who visit the park think it's really cheap. And I don't know why he does that. He's annoying like that. So basically the paths cost you money, so if you don't have enough money, you won't be able to build anything. So basically it's all about money management and stuff like that. So we're building more of those shops over here. Don't know why though. But yeah. So basically that's the gist of this game. There's really not much to it. It's a very simple and enjoyable game. And like I said, when you beat this level, you can unlock other levels like Space World, Halloween, not Halloween World, sorry, like Fantasy World, Space Zone. And so here, this is exactly what I was saying. So you want to set the quality of goods to great. And so see where it says cost of goods 25 and I've set it to 35. You want to apply that to all of your shops because then you'll always be in surplus. Otherwise you won't make money. So cost of goods, quality of goods, great. And you always want to make sure that the sale of the goods are always $10 more than the cost of the goods. So that way you make money. So where it says here, cost of goods 40, and I think you make it higher than that. So that's one way of making sure that you always have incoming.
You've made a lot of money.
Oh, go away.
But the park could use some work. Why don't you spend a bit on improvements?
No. How about you just spend some time leaving me alone? No? Maybe? Okay, fine. But yeah, so basically this is what I do. Just to make the game a little bit easier. So those are some tips and tricks. You can set the patrols for your staff.
You know what? You're really close to winning a golden ticket.
Really?
Just get a few more visitors into the park and it'll be yours.
Oh yeah, you see those up and down arrows that lets you cycle between the different shops, but I didn't realize that until much later. So you see this view here? It lets you actually go into a third position. So there we go, first person.
Perhaps you should raise them.
So you can actually walk around in your park and check it out in first person, which is pretty cool. It actually even allows you to jump on some of the rides if you want, which is kind of cool. And it actually shows you the ride in first person. So the only downside is though you actually have to walk all the way through the queue. And it's like you're just shoving past the people. So you get a gist of what the ride actually looks like in first person, which is pretty cool. So if you build a custom track on, like, say, a roller coaster, you actually get to check out your custom track, which is pretty cool. Honestly, not a lot of theme park builders allow you to do that, and I think that's one thing that sort of sets Theme Park World aside from a lot of the other builders. You actually get to check it out in first-person view as the ride actually happens. So each one is pre-programmed. I think it's honestly pretty cool like that. I don't know what happened there. I think I got stuck. But yeah, so you get to jump on your ride and actually, check it out. Pretty cool. They're pretty accurate. I think this is like a jaw dropper. Yeah, there we go. Takes you up and then just drops you straight down. Pretty simple ride, not much to it. But yeah, so I thought I'd show you guys that today, and I hope you enjoyed the random episode. Till next time, Magnus out.